Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Dark Defender. People think we entered a bearish market. 70-cent predictions everywhere. No, we haven't even started yet. All weekly and monthly structures are valid. Technically. God bless. And he's right. Even when XRP started to rebound and the price started moving back up, people were still saying, sell your XRP now. It's going much deeper. You'll be able to buy back in under $1. I don't see XRP ever going back under $1 ever again. But, you know, that's how this market works. Everybody wants everybody to sell because they think that they know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen next. One thing I know from previous cycles is that whenever a crash happens, usually a parabolic run follows, and I think that's what we're gonna see next. Behind the crypto bloodbath, why altcoins got hammered harder than majors after Trump's tariff talk. And right away in this article, they're pushing the Bitcoin and ETH narrative. Oh, they're relatively mature with deeper liquidity pools and institutional backing. What happened is this: ETH got a free pass and Bitcoin got first mover advantage. That's eventually going to change. Utility is going to take over this space, and it's going to make Bitcoin and ETH irrelevant going into the future. It's just a matter of time. But the reason XRP also dumped very hard is we have a market cap multiplier for XRP. It's why I always tell you, a little bit of money comes in and it really pushes the price of XRP up. It really pushes up XRP's market cap. But it works the other way as well. A little bit of money comes out of XRP and XRP dumps really hard when that happens. The market cap multiplier works both ways. Analysts sees calm after the storm as crypto market suffers historic crash. And that's the way I look at it as well. It's like the calm now. And this is where you just wait and see what happens next. But I think this whole week is going to be very bullish for crypto. I think we're going to see more upside movement on crypto as well. And who knows, maybe we'll get some sort of catalyst for XRP. You know, anything can happen from here, but I know this. All the chart guys seem to be very bullish on what's about to happen next. I'm not a chart guy because I know you can't call the market 100%. Some people could get it close. Other people get lucky when trying to call the market. But for the most part, nobody can get it right every single time. This comes from Credible Crypto. These same words were said after the COVID crash, which marked our bottom, after the FTX collapse, which marked our bottom, and pretty much after every major liquidation event that marked our bottom. Tops are formed by willful profit taking. Bottoms are formed by forced selling. This situation was clearly the latter for many alts. And you see, I don't understand how we go up from here. Nobody has any money anymore. And he answers back with this. And on that note, where will the money come from? Should not be a concern to you when crypto sits at a sub $4 trillion market cap, while gold alone has added $12 trillion plus to its market cap this year, and global equities sit at $150 trillion plus. There are a lot of places where the money can and will come from. You know, everybody always says, you're not going to see no money come into this space. Nobody has money right now. But the money always seems to show up. And it will happen again. We are on the verge of institutional money coming into crypto this time around as well. You know, previous cycles, it was all retail money. This time around, the money is going to be so much more. Those institutions are going to be plugging millions upon millions of dollars into this space. And now they're calling Eric Trump Eric Dump. They're also calling him the Jim Cramer of crypto. Eric Trump, 2/25/2025. Buy the dips. Result, crypto crash. Eric Trump, 02/08/2025. Buy the dips. Result, crypto crash. Eric Trump, 08/17/2025. Buy the dips. Crypto crash. And yet again, we see it here as well. You know, anymore, whenever Eric Trump says buy the dip, that would be a sell signal for everybody in crypto. But, you know, it's market manipulation, in my opinion. They knew this crash was coming. And when they say buy the dips, that's to get more of that retail money in so they could be used as exit liquidity. And that's what I think we saw here. Breaking: the odds of 100% tariff on China by the 1st of November are at 26%. It seems like markets think that Trump is bluffing. We all knew he was bluffing. We've seen this way too many times now. He always comes out and says, we're going to put tariffs on this country, and then all of a sudden, he walks it back. The same thing is going to happen here. And of course, that will pump the market. This comes from King Valex, and this is really sad. Crypto traders just being found dead left and right. Investing is the way. Trading, you can lose everything really fast. Crypto investor and influencer Konstantin Galish found dead in Lamborghini amid historic market crash. And he wasn't alone. Over 2,000 plus crypto traders ended their lives yesterday after the market crashed. I'm telling you, this is why you don't overinvest in crypto. This is also why you don't trade crypto. You could end up losing everything. And we knew this happens in crypto. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, this is horrifying, to say the least. But, you know, you are also going to make a lot of money in this space as long as you stay patient and don't sell whenever a red day shows up. And if you don't sell too soon. The sad thing about making money in this space is every person that you ever told about crypto, it could be co-workers, it could be family members. When you get rich, a lot of those people are not going to ever want to talk to you again. A lot of people will also wish death upon you. I talked about that in a video a week or so ago. And it's true. It's absolutely true. You're going to have coworkers, when you make a lot of money, that will turn their back on you. They'll never want to talk to you again. But yet, you're the one that told them about this opportunity. Here's the problem with it, though. They see the opportunity, they know the opportunity's there, but they don't want to believe that it will ever happen. Then what happens in crypto? Everybody gets rich. And the people that didn't take advantage of it are all pissed off. And most of them will never talk to you again. But this isn't only why you don't overinvest. You know, when you're overinvested, you're rushing to sell, to make bills, to buy gas, to buy food, and so on. And a lot of people are going to make a lot of money in this space, and they're also going to end up broke shortly after. People are going to get instant wealth, and without a game plan, all that wealth will be gone. And then you'll be back here chasing the next big thing. And a lot of people take their lives when they lose everything. You know, we've seen that be in the past in crypto. You see some guy who cashed out like $20 million in crypto, and shortly after, all the money's gone, and then he ends his life. And, you know, that you cannot let money control you. You control the money. That's the best way I could put it. And, you never want to risk your entire life on money. In other words, it's not worth it. You rebuild. If you lose everything, you start over and you rebuild from the bottom up. There's no reason to take your life over money. NBA legend Scottie Pippen says, stays positive after Bitcoin falls. Of course, now they're going to open up the Bitcoin marketing team once again. You're going to have NBA legends. You're going to have every single person all over the mainstream media news this entire week pushing Bitcoin. Because, again, now the crash happened. A lot of people probably sold, so now they got to reinforce the narrative that Bitcoin is up only. Remember, it's the greatest store of value in your lifetime. Yet, every time conflict shows up, Bitcoin crashes out. But they're going to push the narrative and try to onboard as many retail investors as they possibly can. If you put your money into XRP, the return on investment is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you now, XRP is going to be the top gainer in this run, other than some meme coins that are most likely going to hit some crazy numbers, because we see like 20, 30,000 X on some of these meme coins. But I'm talking about like Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think XRP is going to outperform both of them by far. This comes from Nate Garossi. Love how every time there's a wipeout in crypto, the usual TradFi suspects show back up to tell everyone how it's all a scam. And then you check returns over pretty much any longer term time period, and you understand why they're so eager for a victory lap. It's also predictable. You know what's going to happen now? We're also going to have a lot of these people saying on the mainstream media news that crypto's a major scam and all these people just lost a lot of money in this last crypto crash. And that's why you should stay away from crypto and put your money into your bank account and savings account or an IRA or a 401k. We see this every single time. But what this really calls for is the Clarity Act. Get crypto regulated. This way, going forward, it won't be the wild, wild west anymore. But traditional financial institutions, you're going to have Jamie Dimon this week. I'm sure of it. I could call this right now. He's going to come out and say, I told you crypto was a scam. Look at how volatile crypto is. It's not a stable place to park your money. Any investor should know that by now. They're going to sell all those same narratives to you because they know the transition is already happening. A lot of people that had bank accounts, had checking accounts, they moved all that money into crypto a long time ago. I have very little money in the bank. All my money is in crypto because I look at crypto as something that is going to give you immense wealth very quick. The bank isn't going to give you that. The bank doesn't offer that at all. I mean, even if you leave the money in a savings account and don't touch it, that money still loses value because of inflation, because the US dollar is losing value every single day. And that's why crypto is the best place to park your money. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.